following is a paid program and does not reflect the opinions of 13 News Now or its advertisers.
We are here today with Anderson Pusey, the sales manager of JES. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me back out. I appreciate it.
We are going to talk about the winter effect on your home. You know, it's cold outside. So how does that affect your home?
In a lot of ways, especially when we live in such a hot, humid environment like Virginia Beach during the summer, what happens when the winter comes around is a drastic change underneath the home. The moisture leaves, which dries things out, and the temperature changes. And as all that changes underneath the home, that starts to dry things out that were currently swollen with moisture. So you get wood that shrinks, and then as it shrinks, the house above it sinks down and it opens up cracks everywhere. You start to get creaky floors. Cold floors really show up this time of year. So things that were hidden away in the summer because the house had actually expanded from the moisture really become apparent in these winter months.
So I guess you kind of said some of the damage, but what is happening? What kind of damage do we find from this?
Drywall cracks, right, for sure show up. Creaky floors, bouncy floors start to show up a lot too.
So a lot of times it's things inside the house that you don't think underneath the house.
No. You can notice it upstairs, right? Obviously, if you poke your head underneath the house, you might see something. This is when animals tend to go live underneath your house to stay warm.
Ooh.
That's when I always find the snakes.
I was going to say,
they're down
there's
there.
a big giant snake skin under mine.
Oh, Lord, all right, I'll come out and visit. But it's things that you can notice upstairs. Cold floors, we actually wound up fixing my mother's house, right? And before that, I had the easiest Christmas gift ever. New slippers, right? I could get them for her every Christmas because she always had cold feet. Once we fixed her house, I ruined my Christmas present because she didn't need them anymore because her floor stayed warm. So those things can be addressed.
So what are some of the options for repair if they want to, you know, if they have these issues?
Yeah, there's a lot of different options depending on what the need is, right? But we can do everything from structural repairs to help support the home if it's under supported or if an area has failed. We can also do things like we did for my mom's house to actually seal up the space and keep it much more of a controlled environment where it's not shifting from winter to summer. It stays dry and cool or warm, about 70 degrees year-round.
So where can we find more information?
You can visit us at www.jeswork.com. We have a team of certified field inspectors who'd be happy to come out, do a free inspection, and help you figure out what's going on with your home.
You always say free inspection, and that's important to know.
It absolutely is.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us today and for all the information.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.